Okay, anyway, we're back to it. We are here at Double Barrel Doo-Doo shooting the shit. We have Mike. We got Ty.
Yeah.
We've got Jordan. We've got Jessica. We've got Chase.
Chance.
Dude, if you want to punch me in a little bit, I'm going to let that happen.
Oh, I get it all the time, man.
All right. Chance. I got it. All right. We got Caleb. We got Gabriel. And we got myself. And this is the most people we've ever had in this place ever. So we're going to get this started. We're going to talk about politics and see the kids' take on this crap. And see how much they know or don't know. We're going to talk about sports and strength conditioning for youth sports as well. And we're going to move on and let's get this started.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike check.
You are listening to a few bro dudes. We the best. That will make you laugh, cry, or both. The Vanilla Gorilla and Dropkick Mike try to be funny, but let's be honest. They need to try harder.
Yeah.
This is Double Barrel Doo-Doo Shooting.
Is it Issa Smooth now?
No, what the fuck? No more nicknames. I have enough.
That was only a jack up with my phone. That had nothing to do with me.
Well, it's ironic because Isogenics, Smooth. I was like, oh my.
I actually kind of like it better though than Double Agent J.
I know. I love Double Agent J. I put a lot of thought into that. You can't take that away from me.
Wait a minute. You put a lot of thought into it, and that's what you came up with?
Oh my God! You want to die today, don't you?
I'm just clarifying.
I feel like she went into one of those like things on the internet where you can like
no
look up
motherfuckers,
cool
no
names, and the motherfucker just comes up.
No, it came from when I first started with y'all, and because I'm with the chemicals and with the isogenics, and you're like, oh, you're like a double agent, and it's double barrel doo-doo. Come on now, fuck you all.
Okay, well we do have children. We have.
You said I didn't have to have a rated G mouth.
There's no filters because we know this, and now I can't even hear myself in the microphone.
You can't
turn up the mic.
Yours?
Yeah.
Turn it down.
I'm number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
There you go.
That's weird. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to shut her down a little bit. Because
just turn hers the fuck off.
Chase, Chance.
This is good because I've got a young guy in here that we go to church with, and so his parents are going to love me today. I have a bad feeling about this.
We can rated G this. You just have
Fuck
to.
that.
Good. I love your attitude.
Okay, so
Rated R.
I don't know. What do you want to get started with first? I mean,
you're asking me. I don't know.
Actually, you know what?
How
did it go? How did it go?
So we took him down to the Air Force recruiter last week, and he took his ASVABs and was all gung-ho about it, and we were all about it. And then they threw him on the scale, and he's 6 foot tall and weighed 117 pounds. So we got to eat some food.
You need some
They won't.
isogenics.
I don't think that's going to be a problem in your house.
No, not at all. No, I already gained like 5 pounds. Like I weigh 120 now, so I'm safe.
That's 3 pounds.
But you know what?
We're also studying for the math portion of the ASVABs.
Obviously, algebra is not my strong suit.
And that was just simple
addition.
addition.
That was addition, bro.
If it makes you feel any better, even in college, I was at the lowest absolute bottom level. And you don't understand how embarrassing it is when you're going in there and they're teaching you how to do addition and subtraction and fractions.
In college?
Remedial math,
Yes.
baby.
It was horrible.
Reading.
But the good thing is I was the smartest person in the class.
Oh, shit.
Well, you got to win somewhere.
The rest of the class is now in Congress.
Right.
And what a great segue into talking about politics.
And here I am with you motherfuckers. But okay, so let's get into it. So Ty's going into the Air Force eventually when he bulks up.
Yeah.
You got to eat that beef. You gotta
Beef and
stick it in your
peanut butter.
mouth and just.
And right here's
take
the
it.
practice.
I took him to have
big ass black thing.
I took him to have French toast this morning, and he can only finish one slice.
Jesus
so
Christ.
we got to
it was
stretch
a
his
big.
stomach.
It was a big piece of toast. I'm not gonna lie to
It's a
you.
big piece of toast.
It
When's
was.
the last time you heard that shit? That was
looked
a
like-
big piece of toast.
It looked like a
That's
piece of
Texas toast.
steak.
Some
Like,
jelly
it looked
on
like
Texas
a
toast.
big ass steak. Like,
God.
it's crazy.
So
But-
it was at Kneaders. I don't know if you've ever been to Kneaders, but they have like 2-inch thick slices of French toast. It's pretty amazing.
And he just put that shit straight in his mouth.
Just all of it.
Swallowed it whole.
Did you teach him how to cover that toast in jelly today?
No, it wasn't jelly. It was,
was
buttered,
butter.
buttered
Butter.
syrup
They buttered
with
his bread.
strawberries and
Dip
whipped cream.
buns.
And some milk.
Well, okay, so what are your thoughts, man? So you're going into the military and all this stuff that's going on right now. I mean, we're getting to the cusp where Trump could be on the line for an impeachment.
Really?
You know,
Who the fuck said that?
no, I said we're getting on the cusp of. There's been talks. If you watch CNN, you know how CNN is.
The Clinton News Network?
So, but I mean, when you start talking about it, it starts getting bigger, right? We all know this. We know that that's how it works. But what are your thoughts on that? I mean, do you feel like you're gonna be successful fighting under Trump?
It's not necessarily like I'm fighting, you know what I'm saying? There's different jobs that you can do in the military. It's not just like infantry, like you're just going out to war. But I'm going to be doing the SEER program, which is like survival, like out in the wilderness and escaping situations and stuff like that. So I'm not going to necessarily be getting shot at or shooting at people, but I am going to be trained and I'm going to be, you know, proficient in that area. So it's going to be nice. I feel like I'm going to have no problem at all. You know, 4 years, get out, go to college, have my life set out for me, and I feel like it's a good base. It's a good plan. So,
But what are your feelings about what's going on now?
you know,
Are you even paying attention to it?
No, I'm
Because
not.
I kind of jumped out of it too. It's like,
yeah, I'm not really. It's all just high school bullshit now.
Jordan, what do you think? I mean, this is the whole point of today's podcast, is to ask you guys what your thought process is, and you are able to talk and you can speak, you know.
and don't be afraid to. I mean, because seriously, with the whole election year, that kind of drove. I can imagine drives everybody away. Not that you guys are too into it, but you guys are kind of inundated with political shit and a bunch of, you know, news stuff on your social medias, things like that. You're getting Facebook memes about it. I mean, do you guys follow it, or is it kind of a brush off for you guys?
You got to put your mouth on the black thing.
Kind of like a brush off.
Yeah, you're not too interested in it.
Yeah.
I think that's the way most Americans are now.
But I ask you because, okay, so Jordan is a military enthusiast in terms of, you shake your hand, but you have an arsenal at home.
Do you have life plans to eventually join the military and fight for your country?
Not really.
You don't?
I'm not sure.
Is that something you would ever consider?
Get closer to the mic, SA.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. This guy has more Nerf guns and more airsoft guns and bow and arrows, and I mean, seriously, like, he has an arsenal.
But that doesn't mean he knows politics. That just means the guy likes to fucking shoot shit.
Well, and that's definitely true. But what's a better segue from learning all that stuff? And what's better than going into the military and be able to use those skills?
I kind of feel like, though, that military, there's 90, I would say 80 to 90% non-confrontational, non-combative, non-infantry. That doesn't get recognized. Everybody thinks of the military as just guys joining the Army or Marines and going out and shooting people and killing people. There's so much more to it that it takes for national defense and intelligence and NASA and, I mean, the space program. There's so many more things than just going out and like getting in a war.
Well, I got to be honest with you. Like, I feel more comfortable with Jordan being in my home with all of these weapons. Could you imagine if someone came into my house and he just was sniping the dude with a Nerf gun? I mean,
Poking eye out.
that would fuck with the dude, right? Like, it's like Home Alone. You know,
Does that make you feel any pressure knowing that you and your Nerf guns are defending the entire home?
Not really.
Try to come at me with a Nerf gun.
so Jess, what about you? Double Agent J, Issa Smooth.
If you're gonna change the nickname, it's Isa Smooth. Okay.
Okay.
Get it
So
right.
smooth.
I told you today I wasn't gonna have a huge opinion on what we were talking about.
You have to.
Come back to me. Come back to me.
Okay. Chance.
Oh, you got it right. Good job.
I told you I wouldn't mess it up again.
Faith restored.
As far as people paying attention to what's going on today, or what's exactly the question?
What are your views in general with what's happening?
You know, I'm almost scared to voice my views a lot of times because people get pissed off when I tell them I'm a Trump supporter. You know, they're like, "What? You like Trump? You fucking weirdo." And it's not really that I like him. I just like what he's trying to do. And I feel like he's doing it through any means necessary, whether it be underhanded or not. He's trying to bring this country back to what it's based upon, kind of our founding forefathers. And, he's doing his best. And who gives a shit if the Russians are helping out, you know? You got two of the baddest countries on the face of the earth teaming up. Who's going to fuck with us? You know?
I don't think anybody was going to fuck with this to begin with.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but
I
now we got Russia on the team. Now
Yeah.
who's going to fuck with us? You know? Like,
I know Mike's just like waiting to say
You
something.
know what I mean? Like, it's...
No,
That's a guarantee that nobody's going to fuck with us. Japan, I mean, you know what I mean? It's security. I feel safe with him in office because nobody's going to fuck with us because they'll know he'll push the button.
Well, I know Mike is a hardcore. Well, I don't know if hardcore is the word, but he's a Trump supporter, and I'm like on the fence in general. And I feel like obviously you're like
Aren't
old
you
country
on the fence
boy.
with a lot of things?
A little
Drew?
bit.
I know.
It's not necessarily.
I'm
that
a
I just
giver and taker.
It's not necessarily that I just support Trump and Trump's ideals and all of that, but I'm definitely a Republican and a conservative.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just the fact that Hillary Clinton was the opposition and was the potential candidate on the other side scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was
Amen to
never
that.
an answer.
Amen to that.
Yeah, that was never an answer.
And if you want to talk about war and Russia, and I mean Russia, I don't necessarily consider them an ally at this point. I don't think that they will ever be a solid ally. I think that for political gains and political reasons on both sides, that one can benefit the other. But I know that if Hillary had gotten in, we'd potentially be at war with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So with Hillary being Satan, does that support the claim that all women are Satan?
Only
witch run the country.
Only
Witch
the ones
cannot
with
run the country.
vaginas. Just
Only ones with. Oh, thank God I got a penis. We're all good.
You know, it is kind of controversial, but I think that women in politics is dangerous. I think that it
At least once a month.
No, I mean, aside from that, though,
a whole week.
aside from that,
The
aside from
country's
that, I
on
think that,
shutdown once a month for 5 days.
I think that there's a lot of, and I don't mean in all politics. I mean in high seated positions. You know, congressional women, and it just always seems that there's controversy involved in one way or another with them, and it's just why have that drama?
Well, I mean, and if you think about it too, I mean, there are certain roles for a fucking reason. You know what I mean?
So Hillary Clinton gets in. Who the fuck's the first lady?
Right.
Do we have to call him the first sir now?
Bill.
I mean,
Bill and his
will she cook her own meals?
it's. I
Who
mean,
will be barefoot and
do you-
pregnant in the kitchen?
Do you think she's gonna tell herself to get your own ass in the kitchen, make me a sandwich?
Bill's
Yeah,
making
it's-
sandwiches daily.
politics. Do any of you guys, you younger guys, do you even follow any of it at all? Have you been following it? I mean, voice your opinion. Go ahead.
I really don't know about politics. I'm not gonna lie.
Do they teach you anything in school as far as politics, the hierarchy and how it's controlled and how bills turn into laws and what happens, or is that just pretty much an antiquated thought as far as school goes?
Honestly, I really don't know because I'm not a big history fan, so I really wasn't paying attention.
Well, it's not just history though. It's
Okay.
it's happening today,
Okay.
Present.
and it's going to happen in the future too. So, but do they teach you politics in school?
Yes, they do teach us politics.
Like, do you know how Congress?
try.
Do you know how Congress works? Do you know how a state and local government works? Do you have any idea about any of that stuff?
Somewhat.
And what grade are you in?
I'm going into the high school. I'm going to be in 9th grade.
What district do you go to?
District 20.
20, and that's a good district.
That is.
That's a very good district. What about you? You know
It
anything
has
about
its
it?
flaws.
Gabe.
Do you know anything about it? Are you with us?
I really just don't care.
And see, that's
Let's move on to sports and conditioning.